All right, so we're back here with men's soccer now from Montana State Billings. You guys want to just introduce yourselves? That's fine.
Well, I'm Dan McNally. I'm the head men's soccer coach.
Senior Connor Moe.
And senior Thomas Chamon.
Coach, any opening comments about the season so far?
Yeah, it's gone really well so far. Very, very happy with how well we've played. We're 6-3-1 right now, so we're competing in the region and in the conference. The thing this year, I suppose, that sets this year apart from others is that we've played the majority of our games on the road so far. We've only played 2 home games, so we finish off this week with 2 games in Seattle, and then we'll be able to come home and play our last 6 games in Billings, which is going to be great for us. So it's been a good season so far. The boys are playing really well, and it's gone well.
Connor, you guys have had one of the more difficult schedules in the country with so many road games early in the season, but you have so many home games in a row coming up here to end the regular season. How hard is it dealing with that kind of schedule?
I think for our team it's a little bit easier because we have like 7 seniors and we're used to traveling a lot. We're used to playing those away games, and especially having these last 6 games at home is going to be huge for us. I think we'll make that big push. Last year we had a great second half of the season, and we hope to do it again this year.
Thomas, are you guys excited about where you are at this point of the season?
I think we are pretty excited because we are 6-3-1. Even though we can have done better, like we lost our last game again in the new and we should have won, but it's not too bad. And with 2 next games away against SPU and St. Martin's, and after 6 home games, we are pretty confident to do a nice end of this season. So we are pretty excited.
Connor and Thomas, you both are seniors and both captains. Are you guys pretty good friends, and what's it like when playing out your careers here at MSUB?
Yeah, you can say we're pretty good friends. Roommates the past 2 years. Great stories, great times. He actually lived with me over the summer, so I know him pretty well, and it's awesome playing with him. He's a great player. I've learned so much from just how he plays and his culture and everything, so I'm very blessed to have him be one of my best friends.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I came in America and I couldn't speak English, and with Gunnar it was like we created a link like at the beginning when I came here, and we just stayed very close to each other. Came with his family this summer. It was really great, and like his brother right now actually, and it's really great to be with him on the field. A great captain, talks a lot to his player. So we just try to have a good relationship on the field and outside the field, and I think it's important.
Coach, a question from Washington here. The conference seems to be tough as it ever has been. How do you see things playing out in the GNAC?
Well, it's difficult to say. All the teams are very good. There's no easy games, so it's hard to predict which teams will win, which teams will lose, and it's just a very strong conference. I think being based in Washington now is arguably the strongest area for men's soccer in the country. So, we're competing against very strong programs, but I think we're in a good situation because we do finish with 5 GNAC home games to finish the season. So that could put us in a really good position. Simon Fraser are very strong. They're always strong, and they're going to be at the top of the region probably with Seattle Pacific. So the competition's fierce, but I think we can finish the season out well.
Yeah, Coach, talk a little bit about that schedule and how that came about.
Well, it's done by the conference. So this year it just worked out that we had all our GNAC games on the road to start the year. And then we went to Hawaii, of course, which was a fantastic trip. So it just meant that we've just been on the road all the time. And that's difficult in a lot of respects because it's hard to win road games. But it's been very good. And I think these 2 guys could attest to this, that we've really come together as a team. We've really enjoyed our time on the road, and we've had some good fun. So really, we're in good shape. I wish we could have played a few more home games, but that's just the way it goes, and we'll enjoy it at the end of the season.
Is the conference aware of the weather here in late October?
Well, I don't know, but that's an advantage for us because we're used to training in wind and rain and snow sometimes. So you know, they can all look forward to coming to Billings at the end of October.
Connor, what's the toughest place you've played in the conference? And Thomas, in your opinion, which team is the best in the conference right now?
I'd have to say SPU. Coming into that field, they always have packed stands. They have that big poster right on their fence saying like 5 championships or whatever. And it's a very hard place to play. Atmosphere and great team every single year. I'm also from the Seattle area, so I have a lot of friends on that team. So there's a lot of pressure to play better and kind of impress my friends and family. So it's a tough place to play.
I feel like Simon Fraser is the toughest player. Is the toughest place to play because they have a very good team with very good individual player, and it's always hard to play against this team. And unfortunately, sometimes the referees are not with us. No, we have to be honest. Like, we lost against the Simon Fraser 2-0 in the beginning of September, and it was just a shame. But we have to deal with it, and now they're coming back. They're coming in Billings next week, so we are waiting for them.
Coach, anything that's stuck out to you this season and how your team has played kind of come together?
Yeah, well, Connor mentioned it earlier. We have 7 seniors, and they've been fantastic this season. These 2 guys, have, as captains, have been first class. I couldn't have asked any more from them. And it's been very enjoyable because the seniors have really made everyone feel welcome this year on our team. So we have a very united group of soccer players, which has made it fun to coach. I've really enjoyed coaching this team. And we've played well. I mean, we're 6-3-1, but I actually feel we've actually played better than that. Just a couple of games got away from us that we could have won. So we played great, and soccer's a game with very fine margins. Sometimes you can play really well, be the better team, and lose, unfortunately. That's happened to us a couple of times, but I see the group sticking together and making a real push to the end of the season.
Men's and women's soccer both playing very well so far this season. Can you guys talk a little bit about how great it is to watch women's soccer succeed like they have been?
Well, I mean, the women's program's been great for 3 years now, really consistently doing very well, and it seems to me like our women's program is right there at the top of the conference. Unfortunately, because we're on the road so much, we haven't had a chance to see them play, and they haven't had a chance to see us play, so we kind of just pass each other every day after practice, but you only have to look online to see the results, and they're doing well, and I think the women's program is benefiting like we are from a really strong senior class. I've seen those girls play 3 or 4 years now, and they're very good, and I'm sure they're going to be in the mix at the end of the season.
And their success kind of pushes us as well. I mean, it makes us want to do better to talk to them about their success, and we can compare success. And whenever we're coming home from a away trip, we're always checking their scores, making sure that they're winning, and we get to celebrate with them. So it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, we have a very good relationship with the girls, and I think this is very important for them and for us too.
Michelle in Colorado has a pretty funny question here. Long road trips you guys have probably had. Can you share with us any G-rated experiences from the road?
Well, as the coach, I should probably answer this question. We had a great time in Hawaii when we went there for the start of the season, and one great experience I think was we won our first game of the season against Chaminade, and it was an early morning kick-off. We started early, so we had the rest of the day to pass some time, you know. So we won our first game. Everyone was excited, and so we all just headed down to Waikiki Beach and spent the day sunbathing in the ocean, having a good time. Can't get much better than that, to be honest.
Coach, how about your goals for the remainder of the season?
Well, I mean, we're setting our goals, a series of small goals actually, and we have 2 games coming up this week where our goal is to win both of these games, and that will put us in position to finish off the season strong. Our goals are always the same, just to win every game, obviously, but the main goal for the season has been to be in a position to make a push for regionals once we get home, and I think we probably need to win both games this week to do that. So that's the goal. It's easier said than done. We're playing two great teams, but I'm confident in this group.
And a question for the players. If you could send a message out to the student body and the community here in Billings to come out for your final home games, what would that be?
I think it's important because the problem is in Billings, our field is like far away from the university, 15 minutes. But we are students and we are athletes in the same university, MSUB. So it would be great if everybody can come to a game for a senior day too, especially. So just try to come. I think we have a bus.
Yes.
The bus can do the travel to the dorms, to the field. So it would be great if everybody can come and have like 500 or 600 students can come see us like for the basketball team.
For a lot of the team, we've been here for 2, 3, 4 years, and we've represented Billings very well, I feel like. So I feel like it's time for the community to come back and represent us and be at the field and give us a lot of support, because it will help us play better and make that first push towards becoming the first MSUB men's soccer team to make the tournament and go from there. So,
Coach, you guys have one of the better facilities in the conference, definitely. How big is that for recruiting?
It's very good. You know, I'm very lucky to have players of the quality of these two on my roster, and one of the reasons for that, I'm sure, is that we've got a nice facility. I mean, Connor and Thomas deserve to play on a nice field in front of a nice bleacher on a good surface, and that's what we have now. So, you know, it makes all the difference, but it's been a lot of work getting that facility. We've raised $500,000 now in the last 5 years towards that facility, and we still have to raise another $400,000. So it's an ongoing process, and one day I'd like to see us have lights out there. So, you know, these guys can come back as alumni and watch a game at night and support our program. So that's the next step, really.
You guys have any closing comments before we move on to women's soccer?
I'd just like to echo what these guys said, and when we come home for our last 6 games, we've really worked hard this year to put ourselves in a position with hard, very challenging games on the road, and we've travelled all over the West region, and to come back to Billings, we're looking forward to some home support. It will be great if we can pack out our new 600-seat bleacher with as many people as possible and cheer these boys on, because we've got a good team, good guys, and we need the support.
yeah, and I second that as well. Like, our team is full of characters this year. We're a fun team. We're fun to watch. We have some exciting players going forward, and we need the community to support us, and we'll score some goals for you. So.
Yeah, we will try. We will win if a lot of people come to our game. It's always an advantage when you have 200 or 400 people just watch us and support you.
Well, we appreciate you guys taking the time today, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We got about a